Temperatures across Australia will soar as much as 15 degrees Celsius above average over the coming days, threatening October records across multiple states and territories. Angus Hines is Senior Meteorologist at the Bureau of Meteorology and he joins me now live. A very good morning to you, Angus.
Good morning. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm good because I'm in an air-conditioned studio, but I'm hearing outside the temperatures are beginning to rise. Just what are you expecting over the next couple of days? What are you looking at?
Well, we're expecting heat to hit almost all parts of the country over the next few days, between today or tomorrow, but really Sunday and Monday are looking to be the two warmest days. Widespread temperatures a long way above the seasonal averages. We're looking Northern Australia, Southern Australia, out through the west and out through the east. Now, when it comes to the details, that heat will really start to build in Western Australia first. It's a very hot day there today. And of course, parts of Northern WA at this time of year are hot almost every day. High 30s, low 40s, but in the next few days that heat is going to spread to other areas, getting through South Australia in the next couple of days, and then Sunday, Monday out to the eastern states. Lots of places will see temperatures so far above their averages. We're going to be pushing records in many areas for October. Typically, of course, we get our warmest weather in the next couple of months, more like December, January, but it's pretty early to be seeing temperatures this high. Lots of places through Central Australia will have their temperatures starting with a 4. We'll be seeing between 41 and 44 for many areas. Along the coastlines, it's going to be lots of places seeing 30s, which would typically be in the 20s.
Okay, so can you talk to me about just some of the capital cities and what they're going to hit over the next couple of days?
Yeah, well, a lot of the highest temperatures will be inland, but when it comes to our capitals, not missing out completely. So Adelaide will be the first of the central spots to get some of the heat. Low 30s heading into the weekend, and then Sunday we'll be seeing high 20s for Melbourne and Hobart. But Canberra could be one of the ones to watch out for, getting close to their October record. I believe it's Monday, where they're forecast to reach about 32 degrees. Their record for October is about 32.5 degrees. Maybe 32.7, so it wouldn't take much more of a jump to get above that October record in Canberra. It's also getting very hot in Sydney through the start of next week. I think Monday's the hottest day there as well. Could be low to mid 30s in the city, mid to upper 30s for the western suburbs, and a spare thought for those in the north. The maximum temperatures in Darwin are not super out of ordinary because it's a pretty hot place at this time of year, but the overnight minimum temperatures up north are also going to be extremely stifling. I think the next 5 or 6 days, all forecast to have minimum temperatures of either 26 or 27 degrees.
Okay, and what is causing all of this?
Well, it's what we often see at this time of year, where this bubble of heat builds across the northwest of the country. We call it the heat engine of Australia, northern parts of WA, mostly over the interior of the state. It's a pretty sparsely populated area, but it can get very, very warm there when you have a few days in a row of uninterrupted sunshine, which is what we're seeing there at the moment. Those temperatures in that part of the country are just building and building and building. But in a few days' time, we see some wind shifts and it takes some of that heat, and that hot wind pulls it into new areas. So it pulls it south and then it pulls it east, and that's why the heat from the northwest will eventually reach almost everywhere.
Okay, this hot spell I'm reading is being accompanied by fairly gusty winds and low humidity. What risk does that pose, particularly when it comes to lightning and lightning strikes?
Yeah, well, the combination of hot weather, low humidity and strong winds, that's the perfect recipe to elevate the dangerous fire conditions across the country. And we're pretty early on in the fire season for the southern half of the country, but already seeing this mix of hot, dry and windy, which is what does lead to dangerous fire weather. Now, as a reminder, dangerous fire weather doesn't necessarily mean that lots of fires are going to break out. It doesn't mean there's going to be more fires, but what it does mean is that any fires which do begin can quickly become uncontrollable. They can spread really, really rapidly. So with the hot, dry, windy weather in the next few days, that does become a risk, and you throw in a little bit of lightning here and there, and that can give us some new ignitions from those lightning strikes.
And do you have any warnings in place for perhaps, say, severe thunderstorms across any of the regions, or warnings more in general?
Look, we are talking about severe thunderstorms. That's a little bit of a different weather pattern, the severe thunderstorms. That's happening today. Right now, a big day for storms across the east coast, primarily in New South Wales. So the severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon from around about Wollongong up the east coast. So it includes all of the big population centres through Sydney, the Central Coast, Newcastle, up towards Coffs Harbour, Port Macquarie area as well. We've got a risk of storms in that region this afternoon and this evening. Those storms could tend towards severe, which would mean they could bring large hailstones, which can damage roofs, cars, crops, could also bring some really strong winds with them, which of course can damage property, can lead to power outages as well. So it could be a big afternoon and evening for storms across the east coast of the country today. And tomorrow, again, parts of northern New South Wales and southern Queensland could also see thunderstorms with the chance of some severe storms in the mix as well.
And just finally, Angus, is a cool change on the way as a reprieve from the heat and the temperatures that we're seeing over the next day or two?
Look, eventually it is. It does depend a little bit on where you live as to how long the heat will last through the weekend and into early next week. But we will be watching some cooler air work its way onto the southwest of the country on Sunday. So things in WA will cool off Sunday, Monday, but it takes an extra couple of days for that cooler air to get across to the east coast. So it's not really until Tuesday or even Wednesday that some places will see their temperatures drop back to near or even below the seasonal average. And unfortunately, if you're getting sick of the heat up in the north, I don't really have any good news for you there, because the cooler conditions in the south don't get all the way north, so it stays hot and steamy up across northern Australia.